Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. I'm back with you again after a 5-minute break. Hear me? Sound and picture coming through. Okay, let's continue with the wheel we've been working on. So, to the north, you see that it is not clear to you from the right. Well, meaning that this is a turn and this is a right. Here's the lift. Did you notice that if you come here to take your perspective, just if my perspective is working, the R feels like it's flipped a bit. The R seems a bit upside down, unlike the lift, which feels more aligned. Is that clear? So, I have the R here, and that's where the problem is. I'm trying to fix this R, but it should be visible from the front. Just keep in mind that this is the L, but when I fix it, it looks like it's off to me. So I'm fixing the R, and I can rotate it to make it look right, just like this. Of course, I'll rotate it by 180 degrees. Is that clear? So I have the R here, and that's where the problem is. I'm trying to fix this R, but it should look right from the front. Just keep in mind that this is the L, but when I try to fix it, it looks off to me. So I'm adjusting the R, and I can rotate it to make it look correct, just like this. Of course, the rotation is at an angle of 180 degrees. So why should I tire myself out and mess things up like this? I can just come here to the point where I want to make a change, like this yellow axis. This yellow axis is basically the Y. The Y, so I'm going to set the Y to -100 instead of what it is now. I want to have a flow instead of a solid water like this. Set 100 and check appearance instead of the negative value. That's a different topic. Keep it at -100. That's it. Increase a bit. That's it. Moving it from here, from the outside, like this. Where are you moving it? In the Z-axis. Moving in the Z-axis. The Z is at 90. Increase to 180, making it 270. Finished. Changed it to 270. Everything looks correct. R and L. No, this is left and this is right. It looks flipped. This is the right and this is the left. All right. From here, from the outside, like this. From the belly, if he sees where you're moving, in the Z-axis itself. So I'm moving it in the Z axis. I see that the Z is at 90, so I'll increase it to 180, which makes it 270, for example. Yes, that's right. That's perfect. I changed it from 90 to 270, and it looks right. So when you move it, it seems correct. This is the right and this is the left, but that's done. Now let's see the design flow. All is good for now. I'll check the environment to place the wheel. Modeling, coloring, and labeling are done, but groups aren't set. I'll do that now. Keep in mind, I selected this part. You have the wheel with L. They're grouped as left and right groups. So, let's see how the design flows together. Everything is good for now. I want to check the environment because I want to place the wheel. I've done the modeling, colored it, and labeled it. But the groups are still not set up. So I'm going to do that now. Just keep in mind, I selected this part here. So you have the wheel. We had them grouped together, the left group, and I have the right wheel, so they will be one group. I have two wheels, one left and one right. You can work on them and sort things, and things will go smoothly. These two wheels need the car to move forward. If I take it and move it like this, will it move like this? Does that make sense? So I have two wheels, one left and one right. You can work on them and get everything sorted out, and things will go smoothly for me. Now these two wheels need the car to move forward. So what am I going to do? Everything here should move forward together. So if I take it and move it, it should go like this. Sorry, I took everything together. Will it move like this? Just move back a bit so you can see the movement. So come here from a distance, like a wheel or a car moving. You want to move it like this. So I'm going to start my movement from here and say I want to make a movement now. So here I have what we learned yesterday, the auto, and I'm supposed to come from the up position because I'm moving from the up. I should put it down. This is how it is supposed to go in this direction, right? Yes, this way. I will get from medicine this way. I am supposed to hold the wheel like this and move it like this. No, I don't want it to bend itself. Sorry, so I will get it to go down like this. I want this wheel to move a certain distance. I've set everything. Know where it is, press this key to steady the initial movement, and I can make it move and spin. Let's take it step by step. Move this part. Now, let's see how the movement looks. The wheel is moving, but the wheel isn't spinning. Why isn't the wheel spinning? Because the front part isn't spinning. I'm forced to make it spin. Now, I want to find the rotation ratio. I'm going to hold my two wheels, the right and left wheels, and hold the rotate function. Record the movement. I record their initial movement in the rotate function, and then go to the end. Record the new one. Let's just see how exactly the movement looks from here. The wheel is indeed moving like this from here, but the wheel isn't actually spinning. Why isn't the wheel spinning? Because the front part isn't currently spinning. So the front part isn't definitely spinning, right? So I'm truly forced to I want to make it spin, so I'm here at the movement I was doing, but I want to determine the rotation ratio. I'll hold my two wheels, right and left, and use the rotate function. Then I say, record the movement. Every movement is recorded. I record their initial movement in the rotate function, and then go to the end. All right, let the wheel spin around itself as many times as I want. The wheel is spinning, right? It's spinning. That's enough so it doesn't get stuck. Now, let's see how it looks while moving. The wheel is adjusting itself. Do you see how it's balancing? Let's see its beginning while moving. The wheel is moving, and if it's spinning. All right, let the wheel spin around itself as many times as I want. The wheel is spinning, right? It's spinning, 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 spinning. That's enough so it doesn't end up being too much and get stuck like this. Now let's see how it looks while it's moving. The wheel is adjusting itself. How does it balance? Let's see its beginning. While it's moving, the one that's moving is the wheel. And if the wheel is spinning, it will give me the right movement. The wheel, while it's spinning, yes, it will give me the right movement because I have this word here that keeps flipping with the wheel as it spins. So the right movement is there. The right movement is there. So we could put a ball, we could put a box, we could put a gear, or we might not put anything and just use some material or anything you want in your world. All right, that's great. We brought the up, right, and left. I don't need the perspective right now. I want the front view. All right, I'll close the auto key. My movement is big, so I might add a pattern for the wheel spinning. Watching the wheel's rotation, it spins right because the letter R sticks out. Someone might ask, Dr. Abdelhamid, how do you see this R sticking out? The R is prominent, so in the spin, it will be noticeable. If I say, show me this position, look at the arrow as it spins. You'll see movement in the wheel, but because it's smooth, you might not notice it. But it is moving, and the hand in front of you is the length of the wheel coming, and everything is perfect, and the cap is moving, just like the individual. We made the wheel, and if I come down here and say, show me this position, look at the arrow as it spins, you'll see movement in the wheel, but because it's smooth, you might not notice it. But it is moving, of course, and the hand in front of you is the length of the coming wheel, and everything is perfect, and the cap is moving, just like the individual. All right, we made the wheel and the car, but we just need to put a holder here to keep the two wheels together and move with them. This is easy. I can put a long box under the car that connects from this center to that center, and it won't move. It will give you a shape and an impression that it's related to the wheel. All right, so we made the wheel and the car, but we just need to put a holder here to keep the two wheels together and move with them. This is easy. I can put a long box under the car that connects from this center to that center, and it won't move. It will give you a shape and an impression that it's related to the wheel.